it's me, Oren,
and
Magoo. Play with that now. Go on. Go have fun. Is this a crossover episode? We got kittens over here.
these are all our Fosters frolicking. Oh, there's another one. And then Zelda.
Yeah.
Magoo does not want to cook breakfast. He wants to leave.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, cute kittens.
So
Okay, so what are we making today?
today we are making fried dough.
Sourdough starter fried.
Yes.
Okay.
And sourdough starter is yeast that has
Very loud, these kittens.
yeah.
So yeah, it's flour
It's flour.
that has been mixed with water,
Yep.
and the yeast that's in the air and all around us has been allowed to ferment, and it eats the sugar in the flour
Flour.
and creates these fart bubbles
Bubbles.
that are delicious.
And we use leftovers of it to make fried dough.
Okay, so why don't you show everybody the
Away from the oven.
ingredients?
Away from the oven.
Safety first. Okay, why don't you show us the ingredients?
Okay, so green onions from our back garden.
Okay.
And what's this called?
Zaatar.
Zaatar is a mixture of spices, salt, black and white
Sesame seeds.
sesame seeds.
Which we pre-mix in a little jar just to make it easier. Highly recommend. And then our friend here, which is our starter,
Is Jane Doe.
that's her name, right?
Yes, we named her
It's good luck to name your starter.
Yeah.
So first step would be to turn on our cast iron pan, which we have on over there. It's about medium heat. And then what are we gonna do?
Well, we would start chopping the onions,
Okay.
but I'm not allowed to use this knife quite yet, so my mom's gonna do it.
Okay. So we'll be back in a second.
So these are all chopped now, and the next step is to make sure
Our cast iron pan.
that's oiled is all good, and then we'll dump our starter in.
We'll drop our starter in. Okay. So you can do a couple of different things with this. You can either do like a big plop of it, and just spread our oil out a little bit. Some sesame seeds from our last batch. So you can do a big plop if you want, or you can do smaller little plops if you like. The crust plop is a common cooking term because it is so appetizing. Would you like to decide what you would like to do, Oren?
I would like to do a big plop.
A big plop? All right, rock and roll. Big plop right in the center. Just don't touch the pan, right?
Yeah.
Perfection.
Yeah.
Ooh, plop on the floor. That's okay. Okay. Woo. All right, you can pop the spoon back in. All right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to sprinkle our green onions. We probably don't need all of those. Yeah, put another hand underneath so that they don't fall on the floor. Perfect. So we're going to sprinkle them over.
All over.
All over.
Make sure you get a nice amount of green onions. And you can add any topping you want to
It's
fried
true.
dough.
This is a very versatile dish. Okay, what else would you like to put on?
Next up, let's do this.
Okay. This is our mix of zaatar and white and black sesame seeds. Woo, Oren.
Ah. Sort of went all over the place, so I might need to spread it out a little.
That's a little bit too much, I think. This may not be the recommended amount,
Yeah.
right?
It's just my first time doing this.
You normally watch me do it.
Yes.
Okay, so why don't you get a spoon? Go get a clean spoon, and then we'll see if we can spread it out a bit.
Yep.
So, hot tip, don't mix the salt in with your zaatar mix because this would have been ruined. But we didn't, so it should be fine. It'll just be really super flavorful, which we're okay with, right? And having fun in the kitchen is all about experimenting. As Miss Frizzle said, make messes, right?
Yes.
Exactly. So we're just gonna let this cook for a little bit. We can sprinkle a little bit of salt on it. Would you like to do that?
Yes.
So I'm gonna get the salt container. Another kit shot.
Playing around.
A little bit of playing around.
This can. No, this can.
No, Kimmy's there.
It's so hard because you have two black kittens.
Two kind of black kittens, yeah.
Yes, one of them is all black, which is Kimmy, and the other one is not, is white and black.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to keep track of them. That's been too much.
Perfection.
Just a little pinch.
Okay. So now we're just gonna kind of let that cook. So what happens when your fried starter is cooking is the edges will start to kind of bubble up. It kind of looks like a crumpet when it's cooking. It's really easy to make starter crumpets and English muffins. You just add like baking soda and salt. But this is just so simple and it's great and the kids like to have it for breakfast.
Yum, yum.
Yum, yum. So we're just gonna let that cook for a couple of minutes and we'll check back in 1 sec.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I am making the mixture for the fried dough that goes on top of it.
Mm-hmm. So what do you have in there so far?
We have all the spices.
Yeah, that's the Zaatar.
Zaatar. And now I'm going to be adding some of this.
Some black sesame seeds. How much are you gonna add?
2 spoons.
2 spoonfuls. And then 2 spoonfuls of the white.
Yep.
Here, let's swap that out so that you're not traveling over it. There you go. And then can you give it a little bit of a stir? That looks beautiful. And then we just pop the lid on the jar and put it away. And then that way, when we're making fried dough, we don't have to take out all the different things. We just take that out.
Yep.
And not dump it all on.
It was an accident.
I know. Okay, should we check in on our dough?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just grab the flipper. It's looking pretty good. Let's check the bottom. You just check your bottom. It's starting to crisp up and get golden. I don't think it's quite ready to flip, so we'll give it a couple more minutes.
This is a metal handle that is attached to the pot, and it's obviously metal, so that's why we have this tea towel on it, so we don't burn our hands.
That's right. That's a good hot tip, right? Is there any other safety tips that you want to go over for people?
Well, make sure if you have any animals, they stay away from the oven when you're doing this, if they're in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Just if they're getting too close, move them away.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have like,
Oh, there's Magoo. He came back.
oh yay, if you have any kids that really want to like touch everything on the stove, don't let them.
Hot tip.
Yeah.
Hot tip. Yeah. Yeah.
And don't like touch that metal. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Don't touch metal when it's hot. That's good.
Yes, it's very
Good hot tip.
dangerous.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And if there's any kids watching, and if you were interested in this, tell your parents about it, and then maybe you can make it.
True. Maybe they could subscribe to your channel.
Yeah.
What do your YouTubers say? Like, subscribe.
And hit that bell for notifications.
There you go.
Okay, it looks like we're ready to flip now.
Nice. So you want it to get nice and golden like that on the bottom, and then flip it over.
Yep.
Then it's going to take probably another 5 minutes.
Yep.
But what we like to do is once it's been on for about 2 minutes, we turn the heat down and then just leave it be. Because what's one thing you've noticed about how long this stays hot after we take it out?
A long time.
Yeah, so it
and
works
then
better.
we heat it up, and when it gets cold,
Yeah, well, you can reheat it. You can just pop it in the toaster oven to reheat, right? That's
Yeah.
a really good tip for your followers is reheating instructions,
Yes.
right?
Yes. So if you have a toast oven like this,
Mm-hmm.
hit the toast button and then press start and put the fried dough in there,
Mm-hmm.
and it will heat up a little. And if you feel it's getting too hot, you can just take it out. Stop the timer.
Perfect. And what do you like to eat this with? Do you like to just eat it plain? Do you put things on it?
I like to eat it the way it is, but sometimes I like to add like some dip and hummus.
That is delicious, yeah. We have a really good dip from Dad's restaurant, right? The
Yes.
LG. Yummy. Maybe we'll do a recipe for that one day.
Yeah.
I'm sure all your followers would be dying to find out what's in that.
Yeah.
Do you know what's in it?
Yeah.
What?
We'll save that for another video.
Oh, good. No spoilers. All right. I guess we'll take a break while this continues to cook, and then did you want to
show them the finished podcast?
Perfect. Good idea. Okay.
Okay, so now it's done, and we let it cool a little bit, and now we're gonna cut it open. And I like to use scissors because it's easier than a big knife.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay, you can do it.
Yep. In there.
How was it?
It looks awesome.
Delicious. It's a little flatter than it normally is because our starter was a little bit older. So usually we feed the starter, and then about 6 to 8 hours later is the best time to use it for a fried starter, right?
Yes.
But this one we fed last night and then we slept in because today's Sunday. But it still tastes delicious, right?
Yes.
So we'll finish cutting it up and then we'll show you how delicious it is when we eat it.
Yep. Yeah, now we cut it all up. We put some algae into this little container. And I'm gonna taste it. Put it like this, actually. So I'm gonna do this and then take a bite. Really good.
Yeah? Even with all that extra Zaatar on there?
Really good. That's really good.
Delicious. Nice. So we'll maybe type out the recipe in the description so that people can follow along, even though we don't measure anything. So this cooking channel may be a total bust, but
Well, sometimes we do measure stuff.
that's true. Baking we measure, for sure.
Yes.
But this kind of stuff, you don't actually have to measure. You can kind of just do whatever you want.
Yeah.
It's super fun. All right?
Except for salt. We measure the salt a little. Do a
We got battle cats in the kitchen. Battle cats! All right, I guess that's the end of our crossover episode.
Yeah.
So check us out later. Maybe we'll do an animal talk video with the animals.
Yep.
And do a little cookie on the side, because why not?
Yeah.
Okay. Say bye.
Bye.